Hey, so what's going on with GameStop stock? What's a short sale? And what about this subreddit, Wall Street Bets, and Elon Musk tweeting? And is this the internet versus Wall Street? Well, kind of. Here's what's going on. If you haven't been paying attention, that's GameStop the store, stock is skyrocketing. And a lot of people are pointing the finger for this at a subreddit on Reddit called Wall Street Bets. And there's a lot of other things going on here. Basically, a lot of people seeing opportunities to make a lot of money. So I really didn't understand what was going on here. I had to talk to my longtime friend, Jill Schlesinger, who's a CBS News business analyst, to break it all down and really explain what's a short sale and is this exactly the internet versus Wall Street? Here's what she had to say.
There's some.
Alright, Shalom, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rechak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai. And salutations to you sincere Akemade that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Alright, so this is your brother about one, and what I have in this lesson right now is something that has been on the news for a while now, of course, but not on mainstream media because they're not covering it. I try to sweep it under the rug because what this is showing is that Esau's trick, okay, his hand, his place has been, they have all been exposed. Alright, that's Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3 right here. Second Thessalonians chapter 3, right there. He and his wickedness, they have all been exposed. His plays, his tricks, right? His deceits, everything is just out there for the public eye. That's why you have this situation with Wall Street, okay. That's why you have this GameStop controversy going on right now because the average Joe, okay, the average Joe, the average heathen, even the average Jake now, they can now with enough research and understanding, they can now player they can now use the same tricks that these wicked elite, okay, these super rich Edomites use in order to make money. You know how it is, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, but now the poor can use the same tactics that he uses, okay, that those is deceits, his the those wicked ass tactics because this GameStop controversy, this what happened with GameStop stocks, that the stocks went up, the stocks increased so high. This is something that he does all the time, okay, you know, with Wall Street and everything. You already know how the game, the game is rigged, in Wall Street, the game is rigged in casinos and all of that. All else for what? The house always winning. Okay, those that are on the inside, the insiders always win. If we that's how, right, these super rich, like Warren Buffett, they make so much money off the stock exchange because they have insider knowledge. Okay, don't think that they just got lucky or they know what they are doing, but what they have is what insider knowledge because what they use, right, what the super rich use, they use something called hedge funds. And let me get that definition right now. Right, so this is the definition of the word hedge fund, and it reads: any unregistered investment fund, often characterized by unconventional strategies, that is, strategies other than investing long only in bonds, equities, or money markets. And what that word investing long means is what you put a little money in a stock and then you wait it out. Okay, you wait until the current until the worth of the stock increases to the amount they are satisfied with, and then you either sell or you keep it there until you actually and eventually the stock will keep on increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing, and then you sell. Okay, that's basically what it is. And basically the rules of the stock market is what you buy when you buy when the stocks are low and you sell when it is high. Okay. Okay, but then these super rich, these super rich, they have various strategies to influence the stock market, to influence the stock prices of different companies. And one of them would be this, what's what I'm looking for, short selling. Okay, my man in that individual was mentioning one of these strategies would be short selling, which is basically which is basically you plummet the stocks of a company purposely, okay, because this is how why so many, or this is why so many companies go on that they go bankrupt, they end up going bankrupt because of tricks like this, okay, because their stocks are purposely being flushed, being decreased, okay, being what I'm looking for, their stocks are purposely being plummeted so that so that what, somebody super rich can make money, okay. So you what's it now? So you plummet the stocks, and then you short you plummet the stocks, but before you actually do that, before you actually make the stocks of a company sink, you buy some of the stocks, not actually buy, okay, but you get these hedge funds to what to basically it's more like you're renting the stocks, okay, because you don't actually, because you won't actually own it, okay, but the stocks, you're basically borrowing it, okay, you won't actually own it, but the stocks are written under your name, and um let me just go to the let me just go to the Google site. It's easier to explain, so like, I'm not really good at explaining things, especially something I just learned recently. Let me see if I can get that. Let me type it in short sell. Alright, here it is. Short selling, and it reads: short selling is an investment or trading strategy that speculates on the decline in a stock or other securities price. It is an advanced strategy that should only be undertaken by experienced traders and investors, and that is exactly what they were trying to do with these GameStop stocks. Okay, they were trying to short sell it because they believed, or rather they had the insider knowledge that GameStop, the stocks would soon crash, okay, would soon plummet, would go down. And I continue. Traders may use short selling as speculations, and investors or portfolio managers may use it as a hedge against the downside risk of a long position in the same security or a related one. Speculation carries the possibility of substantial risk and is an advanced trading method. Hedging is a more common transaction involving placing an offsetting position to reduce to reduce risk exposure. Okay, so in short selling, a position is opened by borrowing shares of a stock or other assets that investors believe will decrease in value by a set future date. Okay, so that's exactly what happened to this GameStop. You have some of the super rich that were the way there are some of the super rich that sold GameStop stocks, okay, believing that what that stocks would that the stock price would soon go down, would soon reduce, because they believe, because they were purposely influencing it to do that, okay, not because it would do it, not the stocks would just reduce naturally, but this is how. Alright, some of these super rich, that's why Bitcoin's stocks are so unstable, because sometimes it plummets, sometimes it goes back up. And because this is what the super rich do in order to what in order to make more money. They have this, they use their insider knowledge, they use their influence, okay, to they use their influence to what what to tamper with these stocks in order to make it, in order to in order to make it so that it increases or reduces at their will, okay. And you can see, you see they actually, he has actually done movies about things like this, okay. And so you have movies like The Wolf of Wall Street. It shows you how the stock market actually works. It shows you the corruption that is within the stock market. You have movies like you know what's what I'm looking for, Trading Places. At the end, when they had what they had and they had that at the end of the movie, they had a briefcase about, they had insider knowledge on which stocks, to which stocks to sell, which stocks to hold, which stocks to buy. Okay, you have various other movies, and I forget some of their names, but these are the things that you see. Okay, these are the things that he does. He rigs the games. He rigs the games so that he's the only one that is winning and profiting off of it. the normal Esau's Esau's normal place. All right, and I continue. The investor then sells these borrowed shares to buyers willing to pay the market price. Before the borrowed shares must be returned, the trader is betting that the price will continue to decline and they can purchase them at a lower cost. The risk of loss on a short sale is theoretically unlimited since the price of any asset can climb to infinity. Okay, so basically what it is that so what it is that you sell. Okay, what is it that you sell? Um, you sell the stock before you sell the stock before it actually you borrow the stock and you sell it before it actually falls, or because you believe that these stocks will fall, so you sell the borrowed stocks before they actually fall, and then when you sell them, and then when you sell them at market price before they actually fall, so then the price then falls, and then you watch you buy them back, and that is how you make the profits from short selling. Okay, because so that's how you make the profits from short selling, and the reason why you don't actually just buy the stock straight up, but you borrow it instead is just what, so you can reduce those losses that you get from these stocks. Okay, so that's exactly what happened with the GameStop controversy. But the twist now is that that's where this subreddit Reddit Wall Street Bet comes in. The twist now is that while they were in the middle of this, okay, while they were in the middle of short selling the GameStop stocks, they got found out. Okay, somehow somewhere this information got leaked and somebody found out about it, and then they organized themselves in this. And this is another subreddit I'm speaking about is a group, is a social group on Reddit. There's a social media app called Reddit. So that Wall Street Bet is a subreddit, a social, basically a group chat on Reddit, and usually I'm on Reddit. I get a lot of news from Reddit. So this is where I got so this and YouTube is where I got this information from. So what happened is that while they were in the middle of crash of bringing down these GameStop stocks, okay, so this they got the information, and then they started it, and then they organized themselves to buy as much GameStop stocks as they can to increase the price of the stocks. So if you buy it, so once the stocks became lower and shorted out, people started, they organized and bought the stocks, and now the stocks are even higher than, so now the GameStop stocks have increased up to the extent where these people that bought the stocks, in R. Wall Street Bet, they have made they have made a huge amount of profits now, because the stocks are now have now gone up, because the more you buy the stock, the more valuable the stock of this company are, the more valuable the company is. Okay, and this only happens, the whole short selling, the whole stock crash only happens in companies that, right, their stocks are valued at higher than they are actually, than the company is actually worth. And we already know that, GameStop, we already know that GameStop and all these other these other companies that aren't, major companies, he is trying to crash them out right now. Okay, it's like, for example, an example that they gave was with Toys R Us. This is the exact same thing that he did with the company, and he went bankrupt. So now he's trying to bankrupt as many of these companies as he can, because of because of what his new world agenda is, great reset. So they were trying to do the exact same thing with GameStop. All the companies that are all these companies that are basically, that aren't part of his agenda, he's trying to slowly eradicate them. But the people, once again I'm saying it, he has been exposed. Okay, his trickery, his witchcraft, his deceits, everything has come out, and now everybody is hip to this knowledge. Okay, how to to short sell, the insider knowledge, even that is coming out as well. So now, so now the people are already the people are already, Esau has already been fully exposed. The wickedness of these devils has been brought out there for all to see. So now they understand that, these people, they don't get, these Edomites, they don't get rich through hard work. Okay, they get rich by playing the system. They get rich by using their influence and their pull in order to make as much money as possible. Okay, all these your billionaires, all these your super rich, the ones that you don't see on the Forbes that tamper with the markets, that tamper with stocks, that tamper with investments in order to make as much money as possible. So now, even the average Joe is, they can get in on that as well, because what they did is not illegal. Okay, short selling, short selling isn't illegal. Because what they basically did was just buy the stocks of a company, buy cheap stocks, and organize themselves to buy cheap stocks, and then what, and profit from it. This organized, organized trading. What they did is basically what every single hedge, every single hedge fund, every single big bank does. Organize, organized purchase of stocks. They're allowed to drive the price of the stock through the roof, and then what, you profit, and that's your profit from those stocks right there. This is what Esau does all the time with these companies. That's why, they always tell you that word. They always say that word. This is liquid. Because the price is always swaying up and down. The price is always moving. The price is never stable, because these are the things that he does. That's why they tell you that this stock is overpriced. Because no, because these domains are pumping more money into it than it needs to be. That's why you see big companies will always be pulling out of stocks, or some stocks at the last minute, because they're trying to influence. They're trying to shift that market using the movement of their own money in order to make more and more profits. Okay, so now let me get some precepts real quick. I thought I wouldn't be able to bring out any scriptures, but let me just quickly get some. Okay. So the first one I want to get is, the precept I actually referenced, book of Second Thessalonians. So okay, Second Thessalonians chapter 2. And here, and here it is, Second Thessalonians chapter 2. I'll start from verse 3. Let no man, Second Thessalonians 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay, so now he has been revealed as the man of sin, because what, because of what, his deceit, his lies, his trickery, his witchcraft, all these things that he does. All the things that he does in order to gain control over the people. Okay, that is how and now everything has been revealed. Everything is on Front Street. Okay, everything is out there for people to see. Okay, whether it's all the wickedness that he has committed against the whole earth, as Scripture says as well. I'm going to get that one as well. That is I believe that is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 11, I believe. Okay, so I got the wrong precepts. That wasn't one I wanted to get to, but actually a good one. So let me just read it anyway. So okay, it was actually a bad one. Let me just read it anyway. Okay, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4 and it reads, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." And that's basically, alright, going into Esau Edom, is going into, the wicked shall do wickedly. Okay, because he is the wicked, as Scripture says, no favor will be shown to the wicked. Yet that's in the book of Job. Not Job. I believe that is that sounds like Isaiah. That in the land of uprightness will he deal falsely. Okay, no favor will be shown to the wicked, yet shall he not learn wickedness. In the land of uprightness will he still deal falsely. Okay, that is I believe that is Isaiah. Yeah, it is Isaiah 26 verse 10, and it reads, "Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh." Okay, so continuing on. I just wanted to get oh yeah, that's in the Apocrypha. So yeah, what I was looking for in the Apocrypha. Here it is. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 8, and it reads, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay, and that is basically it. This is how he got his power. Unrighteous dealings, injuries, which is got by deceit. Because what he does is that he puts, other people's businesses, other people's money at risk. He will put your future. You put your future, and you put your own future and your own life at risk in order to what? In order to benefit himself. He will happily throw his own people under the boss just so he can make a little profit. You can't trust these devils when you are dealing with them, man. That's why the scriptures the scriptures tell you that what that's why the scriptures tell you can't trust these devils, man. That's why like I read again Isaiah 26, though you show favor to these devils, okay, that they cannot learn righteousness, that they are the wicked, and this is how they will do. They will continue to do wicked, they will continue to do unjustly, okay. And that's Daniel chapter 12 right there, right? That the wicked shall do wicked, and none of the wicked shall understand, but only the righteous shall understand. But the main precept I was trying to get to is that the wicked shall do wickedly, okay. That is why the book of Revelation tells you that what? Him that is unrighteous, let him be unrighteous still. Him that is unjust, let him be unjust still. Because you can't change these devils, you can't change their wickedness, and this is part of their this is part of Esau's wickedness, and with this whole the whole stock exchange system, not even going into the fact that the stock exchange originated from selling you Jakes, man, selling you Israelites, because you are the first stocks that Esau sold in Wall Street. That is the origin of the stock exchange right there, from selling Jake and all the money that they make out of that stock exchange. Because that Jake isn't making much money on the stock exchange, because most Jakes they aren't dealing with stocks like that. But all the money that he makes from those stocks, and that's what all originated from the selling of our people, both northern and southern kingdom, okay. So with that, I'm just going to leave it there. Let's give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yawashai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal. And through the spirit of you, Akim, and you Akwat were edified. Shalom.